Hello, hello. Welcome back. It is Dana. We are here doing One Tree Hill, Season 1, Episode 11, The Living Years. So, previous episode. Can we remember what happened, and can we remember it quickly? Let's see. Alright, so last episode we had Nathan and Brooke, getting together for real. Brooke's running around calling him her boyfriend. Peyton is not really okay with it, but she's pretending to be okay with it. She chats with Haley about it, and Haley's like, don't worry, I know you like him, but I don't think he and Brooke are gonna last. I don't think you have a lot to worry about. Nathan's all like, I like Brooke because she's easygoing and fun and relaxed, and Peyton is, more difficult, which, fair. But also we have Lucas and Brooke running into Deb at the grocery store. They're buying condoms and whipped cream, and she's kind of like, Deb is, because she's filling in for, Karen at the cafe while Karen's away. So she runs and tells Keith, like, hey, I don't know if it's my place, but this is, what's happening. You should maybe be aware of this. So that's, what it is. It's probably fine. The other thing that happened was, I lost my train of thought, so I'll come back to it. But Whitey shut the gym, and he's all like, you guys have forgotten that basketball is supposed to be fun, and we're all supposed to be having a good time here. So until you guys figure out how to do that, practice is canceled. So Nathan is pretty happy about it because he finally gets a break. And the other dude, whose name I've forgotten again, was happy because he got to spend time at home with the baby. Also, what was happening was the cafe is very empty. There's not a lot of customers coming, so they decide to do an open mic night. And the dude with the baby gets up and he plays a song, and everybody's like, he's like, this is my baby, and everyone's like, yay. But at the end of that, it looked like Peyton and the baby guys and the baby father made some eyes at each other, so we'll see if that goes somewhere. The other thing, I feel like there was one more thing that happened. It ends with everybody, the team, being at the outdoor court and them playing and having a good time, and we see Whitey and Keith in the car watching, and them being like, yeah, that's what we wanted to see or whatever. But I feel like there was one other thing that happened in that episode that I feel like I should probably mention, but I can't think about what it is. So Haley and Nathan are more together. It seems like maybe he actually likes her, but the point is that she basically tells him, she's not really ready to have sex with him, and he's like, that's cool, when I'll be ready whenever you are, take your time, this isn't a rush or anything. He's like, this isn't just about sex for me, and she's like, oh, sweet. And I think that's what I remember about the episode. So, before I just jump into this episode, I just want to say that I cannot believe how much I like this show and how quickly I like this show. When I started, I felt like having 190 episodes or whatever was so daunting, and I had no idea how I was going to get through it all. But now I'm really looking forward to the fact that there are 190 episodes to this show, because it's gonna last a long time. Alright, so that said, let's jump into it. Here we go. One Tree Hill, Season 1, Episode 11, The Living Years. Let's do it.
Previously on One Tree Hill. I had no idea you were coming over last night.
Oh. What's going on? Are you mad at me? I thought I was cool with this, but I'm not. I'm sorry.
But the thing is, I don't think she said why she's not cool with it in the actual episode. Oh my god, this!
What the hell are you doing?
I forgot about this.
Pick me apart and show me how much better you are.
Yes, and I hate him. And I want him to die. And he's all like, we're not going to therapy. And she's like, it's therapy. Just fucking go. Yeah, and Nathan's a grown-ass... Okay, he's not a grown-ass man, but he's 16, 17 years old. He's old enough at this point, right now, to be like, Dad, you're a douche, and if he goes to court, like, he's totally gonna win I want to stay with Mom, I don't want to stay with him, because he's got, like, everyone in this show who would be willing to stand up and be like, no, Dan's an asshole to him, so, like, you know, he should be with Deb, and the court will be like, yeah, okay. Plus, he's, like, almost, you know, out of the house, so I hope Karen comes back soon, though. I miss her.
But hostility stays on.
Oh, they've made it to therapy. Could he? Could he be any less
Things have just gotten
into
out of
this?
hand,
He's
we
so
talked about
dismissive of it.
Define gotten out of hand. Nathan?
Pass.
When my son...
Oh, you hear that? My son?
Deb is speaking now, Dan. When our son collapsed on the basketball court after taking drugs to boost his performance.
The kid made a mistake. He knows that.
Is that true, Nathan?
His mother is so quick to put the blame on me, but up until recently,
It is your fault.
Came first.
Yes, but I changed my behavior, Dan. You haven't. You can't seem to lose this.
I think.
Do you think that basketball is part of your family's problem?
I think Nathan.
But you still like playing.
I don't know anymore.
I think Nathan needs individual therapy.
Hustle up. No way this is helping.
Oh my God.
Hey, why don't you ask the old man, Nathan?
Stop it, Dan. Come on, Nathan, let's go.
Let the kid make up his own mind.
Yes.
What do you say, son?
He's not gonna pick you.
Nathan.
Oh, okay. He'll pick neither. That's fine. I have no problems with that.
I was talking about.
Are we done here?
What?
I just thought this was an opportunity for us to spend some time
Doing something
with each other.
I like.
It is, but can we maybe do it someplace that...
Oh, I want to be wherever they are.
It's my turn.
This looks like an amazing bookstore.
Just keep it legal.
So far, nothing illegal. Where are they?
I'm sure your parents won't come on.
Her house.
They could. But this isn't their jacuzzi.
Whose is it? Oh God, they're not even at.
I don't know.
Oh, this is illegal. He said nothing illegal. Okay, I thought they were gonna like pan to somebody like looking out the windows with like a shotgun or something.
So how you doing with things?
Not well. Let's be honest.
We
Not
had our first
well.
counseling session.
No, you didn't. That was not a counseling session.
Well, if you think it'll help, I'd be happy to talk to Nathan.
I think you'd like that.
You do? I don't know that he would. Oh, God. Get out of my
I
cafe!
like my women, Keith, but come on. Deb's still my wife. It won't be for long if you keep this up.
Jesus Christ. Get out! No one wants you anywhere.
I'm taking Nathan to dinner today. Do you have a problem with that?
Yeah. He needs a break from you.
You can't stop me from seeing my own son.
Oh, actually, I can. By calling a lawyer.
Tell him I'll pick him up at 7.
All right. Find yourself a lawyer. Let's do it. I got to get this guy off the show.
I'll do what I can.
I hate him so much. I don't know why you think Nathan is going to open up to you. I mean, you're nice and all, Keith, but what's happening here? But Nathan's not really, although maybe he just needs like some other male role model who's not his father.
Peyton!
I mean, why isn't maybe she has headphones on and that's why she's not answering. That's not her either.
Where's Peyton? Dressing for school's my guess.
Oh,
The guy who's about to take that rake from you.
her
Beat your scrawny
dad,
ass.
who doesn't exist.
I'm her dad, will you? Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Front door was open and I thought... Lucas, there is Sawyer.
Dad, you know where my... What are you doing?
I thought you were.
Being burgled.
Nothing crucial.
And it also feels like her dad probably doesn't know where anything is. He's never here. He seems nice enough, though.
What guy? The one that's got you smiling.
That'd be my dad.
Told me this is totally inappropriate to ask.
It
Has that ever
is.
stopped you?
I need to connect more with Lucas.
So she wants to have, like, a real relationship with him.
Give him this.
Travis.
Yeah, tell him the tracks 8 and 11 make you think of him.
You're a goddess.
Well, that might be true.
Did you finish The Little Prince?
No.
He's a hot mess right now.
This book is stupid.
You're not gonna pass French if you keep renting movies.
Well, it's not like I have a lot of time to just sit around and read.
Why not? There's no practice right now.
Tell me how it went.
The therapist asked me if I really want to play basketball or not.
Oh, what'd you say?
Nobody's ever asked me that question.
Oh, that's really big.
This last couple weeks without it.
I think
I mean,
your
if I didn't
dad asked you just a couple
I might
episodes
actually have a
ago.
life.
What would you do?
I don't know. At least I have some time to figure it out, though.
Oh, I think this is... I was doing
Really
this...
brave.
I think he ended up falling for her. I think it was like a...
You could.
Not at first, but I think he did end up falling for her as time went by.
Hey, practice starts back up again today, right?
Are you going?
Yeah. I'm just not sure if I do.
Maybe Haley in general is just good for him. I don't know. Although I would rather...
All work and no Brooke make Luke a boring boy.
I would rather watch Haley hang out with Nathan. I mean, with Lucas than Nathan, but...
And a couple songs on there made me think of you. Of course, most things do.
I didn't know you were into Travis.
Are you kidding? I love Travis. He's the best. Check out tracks 8 and 13.
Nope, it's 8 and 11. I wonder what 13 is that's gonna freak him out.
Tracks 8 and 11? Totally you. So what are you doing?
She
Some
said
sort of staring out
13.
thing for Brooke?
Look, don't underestimate Brooke. She's full of surprises. It's just part of her charm.
That is probably true.
She told me to listen to track 13.
Oh.
Well, there are only 12 songs.
Honest mistake.
Yeah.
I make up stuff in the emails I send them about how happy I am being on my own and how responsible. He loves his job.
What is his job?
And after my mom died, it's just not fair to ask him to give that up.
And it's good
But I miss him when he's away.
and easy for the story if you don't have any parents around.
You tell him that?
No
No.
worries. I don't need to.
I get that, but at this
Listen, nowadays.
period in time,
What if I just sit right
it
what you
seems
got?
like most people this age were alone a lot. I certainly was in high school. I mean, not alone, but not... My parents were busy. Oh, did he ask him to come? Or...
My mom said you wanted to see me.
Oh, I see.
Hand me that ratchet, would you?
Do you know what a ratchet is? I guess so. Assuming that's a ratchet.
So how you holding up?
I thought it was a socket wrench.
Report back to my mom.
But
It's not like that, Nate.
that's why I'm saying, why would he open up to you?
If you need anything,
You played basketball in high school, right?
Yeah.
only for a little while.
You didn't enjoy it?
What, are you kidding me? I loved it, but there was no pressure then. And then your dad came up and he just made everything a competition.
Yeah.
It's just a game, Nate. Not a life.
That cheerleading thing always throws me off. Just the more I get to know you, the harder it is to wrap my head around it.
My mom used to cheer, and Brooke and I have been cheering together forever, so it's just kind of
Oh.
a thing.
Cool.
We're getting some backstory.
So, I need some advice.
That's a different
about
pendant than she was
Nathan.
wearing
I don't know if it's
earlier.
crossing a line.
Before it had an H on it.
Nathan's talking about quitting the team, and I just,
Oh.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Look, I could never find the words to get through the big wall that he puts up. But
And
you're so much better with him than I ever was. He's He's lucky to have you.
Thanks.
Oh my god, I would feel so...
I don't want to keep you from your practice.
What if I were Peyton? I would feel so something
Hey,
knowing that, like, I wanted him to quit basketball, and he didn't do it for me. Now we've finally broken up,
Lucas gave me the weirdest
and
look when I said that. I felt so stupid.
maybe he's
You're
gonna
not
quit.
stupid. You guys just don't like the same things. That's the problem. He brings up art and then
Books.
and I've got nothing.
Well, get a hobby.
Hey, you.
You. And you.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Thank you, Whitey.
See how... Better be a basketball in that thing, you girls.
Well, Coach, it's either this or I miss practice.
Take her, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay, Jake is his name, and Peyton seems to have a bit of a thing for him.
All right, gather around.
But I can't figure out why exactly.
Where's Nathan? Tim, you're his girlfriend. Where is he?
I don't know, Coach. He was at school today.
I actually thought, and maybe he still will,
So I had an idea.
I thought Lucas was going to go try to find Nathan
I read Dad's
because
book.
he didn't go to practice.
Yeah.
I want to know everything about you. And I want you to know almost everything about me.
Okay.
I want to know you better, Luke.
I think you need
So how about the next time you do something you love,
a hobby.
you bring me along, and then we trade.
Half with olives.
Oh,
We aim to please.
Well, you hit the bullseye, Tara.
God, he's such an asshole. Yeah. Why did he even come?
You really... You know, I think this counseling crap is ridiculous, but I promised your mom I'd try again.
But you're not trying.
Be okay. You just focus on your game. Why did you kick your ass today?
He would have if I showed up.
You didn't go to practice. I need some time. Okay? No, it's not
I don't
okay.
think he's
It's
going to be
career
okay with
suicide.
that.
Dad, Keith said...
Oh,
You
no.
talk to Keith. You take advice from Keith, you'll end up spending the rest of your life running a second-rate auto garage. Is that
Maybe
you
that's what he
want?
wants. My God, I hate
I
him
told you.
so much.
I don't know what I want.
And why did you agree to come to dinner with him? Maybe he agreed to come to dinner just so he could tell him that I'm thinking about quitting because I don't know what I want. Oh, but Dan's going to come and be so mad at Keith. Oh, I don't want that to happen.
Hey, where do you get off telling Nathan you can quit the team?
I didn't tell him he could quit. He wanted to
So you neglected most of his life. I'm out of the house a week, and there you are.
He surprised me, Dan. You got him so screwed up.
Yeah,
he
it's
doesn't
all-
know what he wants.
It's all your fault.
Deb's the best thing Nathan's got going right now. She's
Yes.
trying to save him.
What the hell do
Yes.
you think I'm trying to do?
I don't know. I don't know. You're trying to turn him into
I
you.
don't mind you playing daddy to one of my offspring. But leave the good one alone, will you?
Fuck you. Oh, I hate him so much. He shouldn't even be allowed on screen.
I gave him to Jenny yesterday. She was shaking him like a pom-pom.
Maybe you should be a cheerleader.
All right, what's going on with this relationship?
You know, I bet you're a really great dad.
I don't know.
I mean, as long as you try, you don't need to do much else.
This should practice. Look, man, you don't have to be nice to me because I'm going out failing, okay?
No.
Am I hallucinating? Did I just see you talking to Lucas?
No, he was trying to talk to me. Whole nice guy thing is one kind of thing. Actually, I think I'm going to cut out of here a little bit early.
He's just a nice guy.
Are you serious?
Why not? You up for it?
No.
I can't.
Haley's not that kind of girl.
You know what?
No.
Catch me now.
I am surprised. But look how much fun she's having. She can't believe she's doing it.
So, are we trying to get killed?
Oh.
Would you my dad's in Charlotte? It's okay. I've never seen him like this.
Well, because she's never like this.
He's doing something.
Oh, I'm concerned. anxious as to what's going to happen. Oh, that is not what I thought was going to happen.
You got Mason Bro next week, and this is how you're training?
Mr. Scott.
Was I talking to you? Get in the
Oh
car, drive
my
you both home.
God.
Your mother's gonna love this. You getting drunk on her watch?
Well, it's all I ever needed. Thank you, Haley. She tried to warn you. Oh, that was beautiful.
There's some kind of interesting news I need to talk to you about.
Oh, will you be home more often?
Why does interesting scare me?
No.
How long's it gonna be this time?
Well, seeing that it's in New Zealand, 3, maybe 4 months.
You're going to New Zealand? Is she going to go with you? He wants you to
It's
come.
a lot of money, sweetie.
Oh.
Way more than I make now. We could be good to go for a while. Maybe even afford that art school you talk about.
You should do it, Dad.
Here's the thing, like, if he can go and be gone for 3 or 4 months, but then maybe get to stay home with her for, like, several months at a time, that could work.
What happened to you?
You don't want to know.
See you too.
He's got you
What?
skipping school.
Lucas, talk to me when you get your tattoo removed.
I mean, that was a pretty great response.
Hey, sit down, rake boy. Hey. I'm gonna let that one down.
No, you're not. But that's okay.
You can be way worse.
Oh, this is gonna look bad. Oh, this might be the first time I've ever actually felt bad for Brooke. I mean, yeah, for Brooke. Although, not really with that look at the end there. I felt better about it when I thought
So what did you do last night?
she was sad.
I was with Peyton.
What are you talking about?
You two just look pretty friendly.
I thought that we were dating.
You thought that?
More like you were dating Peyton. How messed up is that?
I knew that was going to cause a problem.
Mad. She saw us together last night.
I'll talk to her. Explain to her how bored out of my skull I was listening to you and my dad talk about dead writers all night. He had just told me about this horrid job he's taken in New Zealand, so he's gonna be gone for like ever now.
Well, did you tell him not to?
It's important to him.
But he doesn't know it's important to you.
I mean, I get that. It took me until, like, basically now in my life to stop putting myself last all the time.
Are you still hungover?
Not as bad as your dad's pants.
How great was that?
Horrible.
It was pretty great. I mean, if it were me,
Tackle some geometry.
it would be horrible, but
Or
from the outside,
bottle rocket.
it was
Playing
great.
this theater downtown. You take the train.
Are you serious?
I promise I won't get you drunk, okay?
We are doing equations on the train.
It's
Oh,
not exactly risky business.
like, here's, like, I can't tell, like, if this, like, I feel like he's,
This one, Mark. Hey, you got a nap?
Mr. Kelly said that I can make it up. It's not that big a deal.
oh, it's a big deal.
It's shocking. I'm human. I know. Let's go.
Oh, he's starting to realize that his rubbing off on her isn't what he wanted.
New webcams with two-way voice capability.
Cool.
Sweet. No more
Maybe you
months in
can-
the back.
Yeah, that's great.
Keep in touch while you're in New Zealand.
Hey, I got a little surprise for you.
It's art supplies. Da, 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 da.
You've been yammering about working with the oils.
These are way too expensive.
Not anymore. Thanks to global dredging.
Mm.
So you already...
Made the call this morning.
Oh, no.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, you and I are gonna go out and celebrate. What do you say?
Now, but I mean, now that he's already taken the job, I feel like it's much more difficult
Sometimes we hold back
for her to say she doesn't want him to.
No.
I mean, he can, but
He's out of control.
no, he's
skipping
not.
school.
Basketball practice.
Yesterday we caught him drinking.
Sounds like he wants your attention.
He needs to find himself outside of sports.
Right. Take away the one sure thing the kid's got.
Tell me about basketball, Dan.
You put a ball through a hoop.
Fuck you.
What do you think Nathan gets out of
gets structure and discipline. And he gets to know that he's the best at something.
All right, I was with you on the first
So
two.
you can relive your past and feel good about yourself.
Okay. Outside of Nathan, let's explore what makes you work as a couple.
We
I
don't.
mean, who are Deb and Dan Scott?
I'm leaving him because he's a jackass.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, Coach.
Nobody can make you do anything you don't really want to.
By nobody, you mean my dad.
I mean, everyone.
Let's take your father out of the picture.
Okay, that'd be so great.
Do you really love this game?
Yes, because you had fun when you were playing at the park.
I do.
But none of this other crap that comes with it.
Just say what it's doing in my life.
Yeah.
And you may have found your answer.
You gotta cut your dad out, stay with your mom, and keep playing on the team. There's your answer. You're welcome.
I think he's trying to have the best of both worlds.
Who, Lucas?
He uses you for some sort of intellectual / emotional thing, and me just uses.
Come on, you know he's not like that.
He's a guy, Peyton. Follow the nature.
I
You
don't
can have
know.
any guy that you want, and now you've got Lucas. Okay, so can you please just sit back and enjoy it? He likes you. I like you, okay? So trust him. Trust me. Try trusting yourself, okay?
I mean, I do sort of understand where Brooke's coming from. Like, if she feels inferior to him, like, what is she... That's how she's gonna feel. And she also doesn't really have anything outside of cheerleading and, like, dating. Like, she doesn't have any, like, hobbies or anything. Is he gonna see something in this and realize, oh, yep, that's...
I tell myself I'm doing what's best for my daughter.
Oh,
That she should have whatever she wants.
but she wants you.
Did you see your comic strip today? It's supposed to be anonymous. No secret, okay?
Oh, that was a good comic, though. I liked it.
Hey, you got a sec?
Hey, you planning our next road trip?
Actually, I thought we could just talk.
Oh, yeah, sure. What's up?
I'm trying to apologize for dragging you out of class the last couple days.
Oh, Nathan, I had fun.
And you got an ad funny on your exam. Look, I like to be with you too. But the real Haley, the one that I got all crushed out on, you know?
Not the one who's turning into me.
And I like the fact that somebody like you sees something in me.
Somebody like me or me.
You already know the answer to that.
All right, that's pretty nice. I could get behind that.
Listen, you should probably talk to Brooke. She's convinced she's not being a good enough girlfriend.
Oops. Am I interrupting?
What's happening here?
Actually, I was just gonna...
My ride's on the way. I'm headed out tonight.
You said you were going to be here till Wednesday.
That was before I turned down the job. They managed to find me a 3-week gig instead. Then after that, I'm only taking locals so we can be a family again.
Daddy, don't joke with me.
It's no joke, honey.
The way that she said that, literally it made me almost like tearing up a little bit.
You've been alone enough.
And this is exactly what she needed.
I love you, Daddy.
You better.
Mr. Sawyer, your ride's here.
Oh, I gotta go.
Oh,
Oh, and by the way,
yeah.
I like your comic strip.
I liked it too. I really was afraid that she was going to be mad at him for telling her dad about it.
Hey, they said you were Peyton's again. I'm not sure if we have a problem or if I have a problem. In a nutshell, you're you and I'm me. What I mean is, I do what I do, and I like what I like, and that's just who I am.
Okay.
That's what I love about you.
Okay, but the music that you listen to and the books that you read. I'm not into any of that stuff.
It
I never asked
doesn't
you.
matter.
I kind of enjoy the fact that we're different.
Okay, but the thing is, but you don't have anything, Brooke. You gotta find yourself
Sorry.
some stuff that you like.
You're the first really great guy that I've ever dated.
I know, you've
And
dated,
that really scares me.
like,
because
you don't want to stop
I never gave
dating.
a rat's ass before.
Oh,
Okay?
I get that. That's nice. Alright, I guess, you know what? I guess I was complaining is the wrong word, but I was talking about her lack of hobbies. I mean, she has some. She went to play pool. That's sort of a hobby.
Everything okay? Not so good. No, gotta bounce back.
I don't know.
Dad, how do we get so screwed up? We'll get through this, Nate.
But, yes, how?
Everything's basketball does that. Now you're yelling at me, Mom. It's all because of me.
It-
I mean, Dad, look.
No, it's all because of him. It's all because of Dan.
I know you're upset. You're missing practice.
Because of your father.
But I'm just not sure if I'll ever be the player you were. Maybe you chose the wrong son. Whatever you do, whatever you decide, you're my son, and I am proud of you.
You say that, but I don't know if I believe that. Why would he believe it? And how long is that gonna last? Like, what's gonna happen the next time you don't score as many points as Dad thinks you should?
Hey.
Sometimes you just can't be
I was looking for you.
Well, you found me.
I'm done. Just thought you should be the first to know.
He's quitting?
Me? You want my world, man. It's all yours.
There's no way that can't, like, be... True is the wrong word. But that can't be something that lasts until the end of this show, because it's only, like, episode 10, 11, and the whole show is about this. So... Look how happy she is now. You could turn some of the inside lights off, though, honey. Alright, so she's happy. They're happy. He's... I don't know what you are. I mean, I do know what you are.
Grown-ups never understand anything for themselves.
He really is walking away right now. And I mean, has he told Dan? He said Lucas was the first person that he was telling. Well, he obviously knows now. I'm guessing Dan knows? I'm not really sure. Oh. I thought I had so much time left in this episode. Okay, again, great episode. Big fan. I cannot believe that Nathan is going to walk away right now. And I also sort of wonder how Peyton is going to deal with this, because if you'll recall, one of the first couple of episodes, he was like, I think I'm going to quit. And she was like, yes, you'll quit, I'll quit. We'll just do our own thing. It'll be great. And he was like, yeah, right, I'm going to quit. And she was so happy in that moment when she thought he might quit. And then he basically like, yeah, okayed her. And now that they've sort of broken up, now he's going to quit. And I'm wondering if she's going to feel like she wasn't good enough for him to quit for, but now he'll quit for something else. Although the thing he's quitting for is himself. So I don't really think there's a big issue with that. But that doesn't mean that she won't feel badly about it. A, emotions aren't always logical. And B, she's like 16 years old. So... you know, you just are all in your feelings at this age. I really liked and I felt like we had like some parallel stuff happening between Nathan and Haley and Lucas and Brooke, because they both sort of felt like, so Haley was sort of gravitating over into Nathan land. And Nathan ended up saying, like, listen, I'm having a lot of fun with this, but I want the girl that you used to be, not the girl I'm turning you into. So they're sort of going that way. And then Brooke said to Lucas, she's like, listen, I am not like you. And I don't know how to, like, be like you, and I don't know how to have this relationship when we're so different. And he's like, but that's what I like about you, the fact that you are so different from me. And then they sort of went okay. So that was the sort of an interesting little parallel that we had going on there. Peyton and her dad, big fan, and I definitely got misdirected, and I fell for the misdirect when he was like, I'm leaving now, and she was like, but I thought you were staying until Wednesday. And I really fell for it. I thought, like, he was just going to peace out and go. And I'm also wondering, though, how that is going to bode for the show going forward, because Peyton essentially has no parental supervision. It makes it easy for her to do whatever she wants, whenever she wants. And honestly, she's doing just fine on her own, but it will change, like, the dynamic a little bit. Although, I mean, we don't see Brooke's parents at all, and presumably they are around, and she still does whatever she wants. I don't know what's happening with Dan. I don't know if Nathan told him. I don't know how he feels. I don't know. I certainly don't believe him saying, like, oh, even if you quit the team, I'm still going to love you and nothing's going to change. I believe that zero amount. And I'm right there with Nathan. It does seem like my father only loves me if I'm good at basketball. So, don't know where that's going to go. I don't know that he and Deb will stay together. I really hope they don't. And not so many episodes ago, I remember, I don't know if I said it out loud or I just thought it, but I was like, I don't foresee a way to, like, redemption for Dan. And I still feel like that. Like, I know he said what he said in this episode, and now he's, like, all up in his feelings, like, hanging out at the beach house or whatever. But it's not enough. Like, there's no way. I can't conceive a situation where it won't take a couple of seasons at the very least for me to, like, forgive and feel like the amount of progress he would have to be working on towards making himself better would have to be astronomical for me to feel, like, good about him or root for him or back him or think that Nathan should continue to stay with him. Like, the only thing I can think of at this point for, like, them to, like, continue to, like, be together, him and Dan, is that maybe, like, Deb dies and it's, like, go to foster care or, like, stay with your father. Like, I can't foresee, like, a scenario where everyone is sort of like, okay, I guess they're together and it makes, like, sense. Like, in no universe should he be staying with his father. He should 100% be with Deb, and I hate the fact that in therapy, Dan threw in her face, like, well, you've always put work before us. And she's like, yeah, until I realized what a shit show our lives were. And she literally, like, quit that day and, like, immediately started to try to make better things happen for Nathan. So, fuck him for being like, oh, you did this. I mean, he's causing all the problems. 100% of the problems in this family are him. And I feel like the therapist desperately wants to tell him that, but she can't because that's not what you do in therapy, I assume. But a lot happened. All right, what else happened? I got Brooke, I got Nathan. Is Karen coming back? Like, I don't know if this is one of those she got written off the show or... Like, I thought at the time maybe she was, like, leaving for, like a little maternity leave because I'm wondering if maybe she was pregnant, she was carrying things a little strangely, hiding behind things a little strangely. So I'm wondering if maybe she's just going off for a little maternity leave and then coming back. I really hope that she hasn't been written out of the show because I really, really like the relationship between her and Lucas. And... we did get that little email that he was sending to her, where he didn't really say anything because then Brooke came in and like interrupted him. But I'm wondering how that was going to go in, because earlier in the episode, Peyton was like, yeah, I send all these emails to my dad about how great I'm doing, how much I love that he's, you know, gone and I can be independent or whatever. And she's like, none of it's true. So I'm very curious about, I'm screaming, aren't I? I'm always screaming. So I'm very curious about how or what he was going to say in this email, and if it was going to, and if it sort of has to do with what Peyton was saying about emailing with her father. I don't know. I think it's very interesting too that that Lucas ended up really getting along well with Peyton's father, and they ended up becoming like fairly friendly, which totally freaked Brooke out. But I can sort of see that, especially at 16 years old. And I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, what does it mean for this entire show if Nathan walks away? There's no way he's not coming back, I feel like. Or the only other thing I can think of is maybe he somehow joins like a rival basketball team where the coaching is less and like the workouts are less or something, where he doesn't have to work so hard and he can just like enjoy his time playing basketball. Or maybe he, you know, gets in with the park kids, the park friends of Lucas. I don't know. But I cannot imagine this show where Nathan is not playing basketball in some capacity, right? That can't happen. And if it can happen, I feel like it can't happen right now. Like, it's too soon for that to have happened. But I guess we'll see. What else did I get? Actually, I felt pretty good about Nathan in this episode. I liked that he tried to talk to Lucas. I liked that he tried to talk to Whitey. I liked that he tried to talk to Keith. I liked that he tried to talk to Dan. Like, he really is trying to work through whatever's happening. And I can totally see redemption for him. Not so much yet for Dan, but for Nathan, absolutely. And I think that's probably where I'm going to stop right now. So, hopefully you had a good time. I certainly did. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!